Welcome to lesson 2 of BIT 112 Fundamentals of Programming. In today's lesson we are going to look at our second topic, that is configuring and installing the C compiler. There are a number of compilers in the market for C, including but not limited to Dev C++, Pele C, Turbo C, Code Blocks, and we also have compilers for Android, that is you can install it on your phones. Those ones include applications like C for Droid, which can also work on your phones. But for today's lesson we'll look at the installation of our Dev C++, Dev C++ or Dev C download. So to get it, you go to google.com, then you can look for Dev C download, or C and C++ use the same compiler. So we can even look, we can get it one from the sourceforge.net. Click on the link. The link should take you now to the page. Once you are on the page, then you click on the download button. So when you click on the download button, you should automatically be able to see that the download should start. If it doesn't start, it may ask you to wait. If it doesn't start, the page should be able to give you another link for you to start the download. It will unpack the data, so you have to wait for the data to unpack. So once you do that, then it will ask you to select a language. So for us, we select English. Then it will ask you to look at the license agreement. So you can go through the license agreement. Once you finish the license agreement, you click on agree. Then you click on next and ensure that all of these are ticked. All of them are ticked. Then you click on next. Then you should select the destination folder, which by default, if you are using a Windows installation, would go to C. Then you click on install. Then it will start the installation. So when it installs, you have to bear in mind that Dev C++ and Dev C, both of them, they use the same compiler. C and C++ share a compiler, which is an open source compiler. So which means that you can, it's also a freeware. So because alright, then English again, click on next. Most of them are default. Then you click on OK. And once you click on OK, this one is now your compiler. You are ready to begin your first program. So for your first program, you say file, click on file, go to new, then you go to the source file. Then we want to do our first program, which is basically to display a very simple thing. So we have what our first line always #include stdio.h. So you include h. This is to allow us for standard for input and output. We'll explain that as we go along. All programs by default, they must have what you call a main program. So you have your main, then you can printf hello world. So you can compile. The compiler should tell you, so the compiler will force you to save it. So like this one, you are saving it under my documents. We can call it welcome. Then we click on save. Then this one is saying we have an error. So the error is because hello world, we need to, yeah, so this one you need to is a string, so it needs to be under the quotes, the opening and closing quotes. Yeah, so we compile it again, it's compiling. So this time around we are okay, we have 0 errors, we have 0 warnings. Then once you finish compiling, then you can run the program. So, and you can see on your screen the program is displaying hello world. So that brings us to the end of our first program in C, which was able to display the word hello world on your screen. Thank you so much.